Hi, this is Vic at Four Seasons. You know, we talked about before what you need to make your plants happy, and we talked about soil, we talked about fertilizer, and we haven't talked about water. And of course, water is critical for your plants to be alive. Your plants are a lot like people are. I mean, they're something that you have to have water. You can go a few days without food, and so can plants, but they can't go without water, or most plants will dry up and die. So we want you to have happy, healthy plants. And so watering your plants is critical, and it depends a lot on what kind of plant you're watering. Are you doing something like a cactus or a succulent, which doesn't need much water? Are you doing something like a tomato, which drinks volumes of water? And how big of a pot is it in? Is it in the ground, or is it in a hanging basket or something? If you have a plant that's in a hanging basket, the only source of water that it has is from you, from a hose or whatever. So on hanging baskets around here, most of the time, if it's a big plant, you're going to want to water that plant heavily until it runs out the bottom, okay? So sometimes it takes a minute or two for it to go out. Now this is a fiber basket, and so it will have more water vapor and exchange with the air than a plastic basket. But depending on the size of the basket, depends on how much water it'll take. But you need to water it well. If you have a container like this, once again, you know, there's no reason to water something when it's already wet. But if it's dry, you want to soak it all the way through until it runs out the bottom. Lots of times when it gets hot and sunny in the summertime here and the humidity is very low, plants will sometimes have to be watered twice a day. They can be very thirsty in this arid area. So make sure that you give things a good watering. On the internet, sometimes you'll see about things that should be left to be evenly moist and kept even all the time. And I don't necessarily believe that. I think things need to dry down and then be really wet, okay? The roots still need to have oxygen, and the only way they can get it is by drying down a little bit. So make sure that you don't keep them sopping wet all the time. That's not good either. The roots can rot from that. But oftentimes around here, especially in the summertime, you're going to have to give your plants plenty of water. So if you have any questions about how to water, please call or come in and we'll be happy to help you any way we can. Thank you.